Close guard. We're gonna talk about some principles here and then some of my favorite attack ideas in this spot. So the big principle here is I want to be moving from side to side and I want to be pulling him down. If I pull Russell down in a straight way, he kind of can just like start framing and sit back up pretty easily. But if I pull Russell down and I move, now it's really hard for him to sit back up. I have a thigh on the back of his scapula. It's really messing with his posture. I can start moving into his head. I can start things like underhooks that get me to the back. Much harder. So as we're pulling and pushing, and hey, I'm using my legs a lot to get here. Hands help strip grips. Legs help break posture, right? And then angles help secure that posture break. So what I want to look at first is breaking him down with an overhook and a headlock. So if he's framing on me and I can get under here and come up to his head, notice I pull him in with my knees as I come up to his head. Boom. This is not a great guillotine, but at the very least I can hold on to his head and hold on to his arm. And I'm threatening this guillotine enough that as he's pulling his head out of here to escape, I have time to shift my hips and move on to this attack. And now I have this nice overhook on his arm. What I like to do most here is keep his posture broken with my knee and his scapula. And as he tries to pull his arm out, I'm pulling his elbow up. And his elbow gets exposed as it comes out. Try that again. And I switch arms. And now this elbow and his shoulder gets to become the basis for my Kimura from here. So again, we're coming up, we're looking for this like headlock and an arm. And I always want to go to the side that I have a wrap on the head for that guillotine. But I don't have it locked in all the way. Russell's going to start making his way out. My elbow comes to my rib cage to lock this down. And so I'm pinching down, and as he pulls out, I lift and switch arms. And to finish this Kimura, I'm not pushing with my arms because he can punch out of that. I'm turning with my torso and moving that towards his head. Now, vice versa, I'm going to come up and try and Kimura him, and his defense is going to give me a guillotine. So I come up, I try to hit this Kimura, but he's not letting me turn. He's not letting me get on my other hip. It's really hard. This hand's going to come out and whip around the head, and now I can switch my hips and punch him in the face. Sometimes we'll try for this arm in guillotine, and it's really hard. He's pulling out with his elbow, he's making that hard, but as he's pulling with his elbow, he's giving me space. I'm going to push him away for 2 seconds. So I'm going to push him away, pull my arm out, and sneak my hand inside. My head goes to his back, my elbow goes to his ear, and I pull up on the neck. Alright. So when I'm here, I'm trying to just get this part of my arm right on his neck. My armpit is covering his head, and then turn this way with me a little bit. You want to see this, Kim. This elbow is bowing him in. So I'm not flared out where he can drive his head up and get his posture back. I'm trying to bow him with that elbow as I pull that arm up. So that keeps him pinched into my rib cage so he can't start defending. So we're going to look at the overhook. We'll probably also look at some underhook options from the closed guard. But playing back and forth between that Kimura and that guillotine as a setup and a trap to find what we want eventually.